Yo, what's the deal, YouTube? Yeah, man, what's the deal? Yeah, I want to do a quick update with y'all on everything that's been going on with my Turo journey. I told y'all a few videos back. I was gonna keep you updated, and that's what I'm here to do, man. So before we get into any of this, hit them buttons for me. You feel me? Hit that share button. Hit the like button. What's down there? Hit the subscribe button. Unsubscribe and then subscribe again. Hit something, man. Hit something. Take a second right now. Hit something, man. Before we giving a lot of game for free on this channel. I need y'all to hit some buttons at least. You feel me? But yeah, man, I just want to kick some game real quick, man. Like I don't got no script to this video, nothing like that. I don't really even want to. That's why I want to start doing on this channel anyway. I just want to start kicking game. I ain't trying to do all the professional shit or nothing like that. Like I'm just gonna try to be myself and just chop it up with y'all, whatever that comes to mind. So yeah, man, the topic of the day is Turo. So the car is currently out right now. I forgot who asked me the other day, but they was like, yeah, how often do you get rented on Turo? How often is your car rented? And to be honest with you, bro, I never see that car. It's more unusual for that car to be here than for the car to be gone. You got what I'm saying? The car always gone. You feel me? Like it's always gone. And that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. And that's something that you gotta really take into account. You know what I mean? I got a friend just recently who just got approved for an AMG. He killing it. Went to the dealership, had the crazy credit score, had the business bank account, everything. He ran the play, right? And it's crazy because, you know what I mean, I actually helped him out with some knowledge and he went and got the AMG, you know what I mean? So I'm looking up to him. But anyways, he went and got the AMG, man, crazy car. I know it's gonna do numbers on Turo. But the reason I say that is because when me and him was talking, I was telling him like, I know his wife had got the car and, you know, was taking pictures with it and everything like that. And I was telling him, man, you gotta make sure you have a disconnect with that vehicle. You gotta have a disconnect with the vehicle. I know it's not normal because, you know, in society, the way we was, you know, raised, it's like you get a new car, you love it, you know what I mean? It's an accomplishment. So it's like you wanna be in it, drive it, take it to the store, let people know how you living or whatever, then that's cool. But in doing this Turo business, you gotta have a completely different mind state because if you have any sort of attachment to that car, you're not gonna be able to run this business. You're just not gonna be able to do it. I learned that from what I started off doing Airbnb. I had attachment for my houses. The first couple of houses that I got, I had attachment for it. So when I used to go and clean it, I would get emotional. I would be mad, like when people messed it up, when they would throw up on the floor or they rearrange furniture. I'm taking it personal, you know what I mean? Because like I had attachment to those houses and I had to learn that. So going into this Turo game, like I already understand that. Now, fortunately, a lot of people know that this Turo, this car that I'm using right now is a friend's car. We're splitting the profits. I'm running the business. This is his car. So I didn't go into it with any emotional attachment. So it's a little easy for me to say like, oh, you know, don't fall in love with the car because this ain't technically my car. You know what I mean? But going forward, I already understand that that's something that you have to, that's like a word I'm looking for. That's a requirement to do this business that you can't really have too much love for it because what's going to happen is you're going to have a lot of love for that car. And people, I'm telling you right now, people are going to put dents in the car. They're going to put scratches on the car. They're going to break things on the car. They're going to damage the car in some sort of way. Not every single guest you have, but you're going to have guests that's going to damage the car. It just comes with it. You know what I mean? And if you're getting upset every time that there's a dent in the car, you're gonna have a long, stressful week, a long, stressful month, especially if you have multiple cars and you having feelings for all of them. You know what I mean? You almost gotta be a player. You gotta be a player in this game. You got 4 or 5 vehicles, they're making you money. You ain't got no feelings for them. You know what I mean? You gotta be a pimp with this thing. Like you can't have feelings. They not your wives, they're not your girlfriends, nothing like that. Things is gonna happen to these vehicles and you gotta be prepared for it and not get emotional every time. Because what's going to happen is it's going to get dented so many times you're going to get so upset you're going to be like, man, I'm not renting no more. You know what I mean? So now all of a sudden that asset just became a liability. You know what I mean? You got in your feelings so much that now all of a sudden you're not making money on what you plan on making money for. You know what I mean? So that's number one, definitely, man. Hold on to your, you know what I mean? Take out the emotion. Because at the end of the day, you want to be upset if you see that motherfucking car outside. That's when you want to be upset. You don't want to be mad that the car is never around. That's a good thing. That means you're making money. You feel me? So work on the psychology with this whole thing. You know what I mean? Work on the psychology. What else been going on? Man, I've been having some good ass guests. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I've been having real good guests. Oh yeah, that's one thing. I'm noticing. I want to talk about the profits in just a second, but I'm noticing what the profits is. You make more if you're doing deliveries, right? It just makes sense because you're charging for it. Now, originally when I started, a couple months back, I was doing the deliveries for like $50, right? And what you're gonna realize is like, unless you live a couple of minutes away from the airport in your city or whatever, if you charge $50 to drop off a car, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be at the airport. You charge $50 to drop off a car, and then you got to get back home. Unless somebody's like following you there and then driving you back or whatever, which you still got to pay gas on that. You might have to Uber. 9 times out of 10, I'm Ubering. You feel me? So I'm paying more than that $50 there and back on these Ubers. You feel me? So I had to learn like, hell nah. Like if I'm gonna deliver that shit, it got to be $100. I'm not delivering for anything less than $100. And I had to learn that. Yeah. But anyways, I had to learn that. I had to change the delivery thing. I had to make it like $100. So you have to do $100. And to be honest with you, I'm starting to feel like I need to raise it because people still paying it, And that's the number one thing that I've seen the difference in between profits. You know what I mean? I just feel like that's the number one way to make the most money because people are renting cars because they're coming into town. They're coming into towns that they don't live in, right? So 9 times out of 10, they don't have a vehicle and they're probably flying in there. So if you're able to get it to the airport, then you're gonna separate yourself off rip. You know what I mean? So definitely bump up the fee on the delivery thing. I suggest $100. You rock how you want to rock, whatever. But profits, I want to talk about profits. So last time I updated y'all, I don't remember where I was in total on Turo, but right now I believe I'm at like $5,000 I've earned in the 3.5 months I've been doing it. So you know what I mean, that's a real good margin. And again, this is a 2016 Land Rover, nice car, but this isn't a luxury vehicle. This isn't a Benz or nothing like that. It's a 2016 Land Rover that I'm using in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm making real good profits on it. And you gotta understand that you can have the nicest car in the world or whatever, but the goal that we trying to do here, we trying to make like $1,000 profit each month, right? So this car, I want to say the monthly is like $400, and the insurance is like $500. Makes it $500. You know what I mean? So $500 total is what we spending. And I want to say we average right around 12 to 13-ish, you know what I mean, a month. So that's what? My math ain't the best. Was that $800? I don't know. It's like $800. But the point is, that's a really good profit on one vehicle. And that's what allowed me to really put some plans together to get some more cars. I don't want to speak on it right now because it hasn't happened yet, but I got a really good plan in July to really go out and go do what my homeboy just did. I don't know if it's going to be the AMG or whatever, but I plan on going out, running the play, trying to run up a bag to try to go get 4 or 5 cars, really get my fleet started. Then we about to really get cracking on this channel. So that'll be dope if y'all get to watch me actually start from one vehicle that I don't even own to going out and getting 4 or 5 luxury vehicles or something like that. That'll be a super dope thing. Y'all grow with me, right? But yeah, man, the performance of this vehicle is giving me the confidence to go out and do that because I know what numbers those cars are gonna get because I see what I'm getting now. So yeah, man, that's pretty much how I want to wrap up this video. If you're thinking about getting into Turo, you definitely should get into Turo. I tell people all the time, people hit me up about advice with certain businesses. I'm telling people all the time, I know Airbnb seems like the one that you really want to get into, but you got to understand the startup cost to Airbnb is a lot higher. If you don't have the credit or the funds to get in if you don't got $15,000 to invest into a business right now, you shouldn't be thinking about Airbnb. That should be a goal for next year. You know what I mean? But Turo is something that you can get into right now, and it makes really good profits. You know what I mean? I would say an Airbnb house should be making you, if you're doing it right, probably like $2,000 a month profit. These cars should be making you about $1,000. So you're getting half the profits, but you didn't really invest anything. You know what I mean? You could leverage somebody else's credit. You can find a cheap, what do they call it, cash here, whatever, vehicles or whatever. It's a bunch of ways you could get a car. And I'm telling you right now, this Turo business is definitely working. If you want mentorship from me, you know what I mean? I'm still gonna be dropping these free videos, giving you free game. If you want mentorship from me, if you follow me on social media, you know I did drop the Millionaire Mentorship. It is $175 a month. $175 a month. If you don't have $175 a month to invest in how to start businesses, you probably don't need to be an entrepreneur right now. You need to stack a couple of funds. But anyways, it's $175 a month. I'm teaching you Airbnb, Turo, Forex trading. You get full credit repair. My credit repair expert is in my program, so you get full credit repair. You get daily sports betting picks, affiliate marketing money you can make in the program, and if you're a veteran, we're also giving advice and coaching on how to get your 100% disability from the VA. So a whole lot of streams of income in this mentorship for $175. If you're interested in that, website gonna be dropping soon. So right now, hit me on Instagram at FreeGameScottie, Facebook at FreeGameScottie, or Twitter at FreeGameScottie. Hit me up, send me a message, I'll get you started, and we're gonna rock like that. All right.